In this video, we'll review the dynamic hatching operations that are available with inside Facility Manager. On the main screen, we'll go ahead and click Dynamic Hatching. It's on the Actions tab. And you'll see this screen pop up first that asks you to create a batch. What a batch is really just a container of information. So let's say we're going to be creating some dynamic hatching or custom reports that are based upon the room description. So I'm just going to type in room description as the batch name and hit OK. Again, nothing has really happened other than I've created this container. What we're now going to do is we're going to switch over to the builder portion, and what this allows us to do is start building things for our queries. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to say room description, and I'm going to find anything that uses the word office. So I'm just going to say my query name, I'm going to start out with room description, and you'll see why we do that in a few minutes. I'm going to let it know that this one is for offices, but when I produce a legend, I only want it to say office. We'll go ahead and choose a color and a pattern, and I'm going to leave all of these solid so that they show up well with the videos. And we can search for almost anything in the system. There are lots and lots of different pieces of information that we're going to work with. In our case, we're working with the description, so we're going to choose that. And because I might have things that say corner office, general office, or things like that, we're going to use a wildcard character. So to do that, we're going to use the like operator. And we're going to say anything that has a wildcard, which is an asterisk in this system, anything that has the word office within it is what we're searching for. So we'll go ahead and let that one be made up. We're going to create another one, and let's do one for cubicles. And again, same type of operation here is we're going to go ahead and just do our description. And we can just do an equals if we want here, because we may not have anything else that shows cubicle. But if you're curious what you've got, you can scroll down the list and start seeing, okay, we have cube, cube 1, cubicle. So let's go ahead and do this as an OR operator. So this means that any of these can be used in our system. And we'll do one more here. So what we've just told the system is anything that is the description of cube or cube 1, which obviously that's a mistake in our data set, or cubicle, we want it to use a particular color and hatch pattern. Let's go ahead and create one more for conference rooms. And we'll do exactly the same thing. And I know that we've got multiple conference room items, so we're just going to do this and use a wildcard character as we did earlier. Give that a different color. And if we wanted, we could go ahead and choose any of these other ones to create another one for something in the future. So all of these are the values that are currently used in my system. Let's create one more. We'll use exam rooms. And actually, we need to use a like operator here too. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you have something that could be found in both of them, the last one that gets executed wins. So you'll see when we go to add these now to our batch, we're going to come in, select our batch, click add, and we can now choose one, or we can choose all of these to be added to the system. And what we've done is we've now said these 4 queries make up this batch. We currently have a report set up. I'm just going to go ahead and preview this particular report, and you'll notice this report's going to show us everything in the system, every drawing that we've got that meets that criteria, as well as some of the data. And you'll notice that we only get a legend for the items that display. So in this case we have all three of them. But we can choose a different output using the same data. We can decide to see that in a different manner. So we can see that in completely different view. Even though it's showing us the same information, it's just a different view of that data.